Hi everybody, straight from France, in live from Cognac exactly. I'm happy to receive you here in this famous place where he's created the best spirit in the world, the Cognac. So thank you to watch the video which is coming and see you after 10 minutes after the time of the video. See you back. With Florence, we have decided to start from the beginning. For that, we will start by the visit of the Château du Plessis, which is the family castle house. So let's go to the way of the castle of the Plessis. Welcome at the Château du Plessis. There is a secret in this castle. This secret is the symbol of the Camus family unity. That gives the soul of our cognac, the soul of the Borderie, the soul of Camus. Where are we? First we are at the epicenter of the Borderie. Borderie, I remind you, is the smallest and rarest area of production of cognac in our appellation. From Cognac, 12 kilometers. From our property, from our vineyard, 10 minutes. And the location is, of course, completely in the center of the vineyard. We have also vineyard just around the castle. Next step, you follow me, we make a round in the castle. Welcome in our castle, in the castle of the family Camus. Here, look, the atmosphere is fresh. It's very comfortable, very, it's a family. So here is the famous place. In this place, you can't imagine how famous visitor in here. Take one of them, maybe you heard about this, Johnny Hallyday being here. Yes, Johnny Hallyday. But not only, all the big contract by Camus has been signed here. And how many times Cyril is telling us, I remember, when I was young, I saw many famous people come here. So this room is a typical room. See, first you have a special art Nouveau. Art Nouveau is from the beginning of the 20th century, and that's also it is called Coupole, the Salon de la Coupole. We are exactly in the center of the Borderie, in the center of our vineyard, Camus vineyard. What is Cognac? Cognac is the stone, flint, is the soil, is the sun, is the sea, which is not very far, only 45 kilometers from here, is the wind, but is also 50% of forest. So it's a complete microclimate. And it's allowed to produce the best cognac in the world, which is the Borderie Camus. This cognac is from, you see, this origin. That's the origin of our cognac. So we just finished our tour in a vineyard. So what happened after? We saw the Château du Plessis, family castle. We saw the vineyard, And what happened after? After the wine, after the vineyard, there is the wine. And the wine is for distillation. So now, behind me, you can see a pot still. Pot still is in copper. I don't go into detail. It will take time, and you will understand when you will come to our place. But this equipment is very important for the elaboration of the cognac. Now, if you want to know more, you have to be here. So you have to come to understand, to smell, to learn also. It's very complex, it's the alchemy. So no other way. We are waiting for you here. Well, of course, you understood that Borderie is our DNA. Plessis is in the center of the Borderie. Vineyard from Borderie. Distillation of wine from Borderie. And now, aging of Borderie. Alors, there is many secrets during the aging process. But again, I will not tell you. If you want to know the secret, you have to come. I will tell only one. It is called angel share. Angel share is a lot of mysterious. But again, you have to come to understand and meet, why not, the angel. They are waiting for you. And we are waiting for you. Cheers. And now, the ultimate experience. The ultimate experience means you are going to be a cellar master. Yes, a cellar master, because you will create your own blend. You will be in the same situation when the cellar master has to prepare a blend to put on the market. Same situation. And you will create one XO. How does it work? In front of you, 4 different classes contain 4 different cognac coming from 4 different areas. You will receive information of each of those cognac, and after noted the information, you will be able to create your blend. At that time, you will be ready to make the best cognac in the world. Alors, why? Because you cannot make mistake, and be confident the cognac you will prefer is the best, because the best cognac is the cognac you prefer. Once your recipe is ready, you go to the oak cask and same the cellar master, you fill with the cognac chosen for the blend at the level you want. So, check like this. Listen the sound. And now, for those who will be not able to come to us, to come to Cognac, to visit our place, you can become also a master blender. Master blender at home. That means with this equipment, you will be able to create your own cognac, like here, your own XO, indirect, in live, with me, with another expert. And 15 days after, you will receive your blend, your XO, in a premium box. And you will be able also to reorder anytime you want. So, waiting for you. Thank you everyone for watching and see you soon in Cognac. Cheers.
Frédéric Dezauzier, Global Brand Ambassador, is back. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you learn many things, and I'm eager to waiting. I'm waiting for you now for your question. And so ready. If you have any kind of question, I'm here to give you the answer. And believe me, it will be the best answer you can give.
Okay.
Do you have a question for?
Yes, I've got a question from Michael from Germany.
Yes.
What are the differences in the creation and taste of Armagnac versus Cognac, Frederic?
Oh, easy, Michael. It's very easy. The distillation process is not the same. For the Armagnac, it's a continuous distillation, column distillation, and for Cognac, is double distillation. That's the main difference. So the column distillation for Armagnac will give a spirit more neutral, more with less aroma than the Cognac. That's the difference.
Okay. Thank you.
I believe another question. Is it okay for you, Michael? Yes.
Yes, I've got a question from William, Springfield, United States. Are there many cognac producing regions throughout the world that produce excellent cognac, or just one?
No, there is no. First, it is not possible to make cognac out of the cognac appellation. That's absolutely forbidden by law. Of course, the best cognac you will find is our cognac, is Camus Cognac. That's sure, but no, impossible to make cognac out of our area.
Okay, I've got a question from Maureen from Nevada City. Yes. What is the difference in taste between cognacs of different ages?
Bon, I think you have to stay. We will stay all the night to explain the difference. But allez, I'll try to do in some word. It's short time. From the beginning to the end of the aging, it can spend 10, 20, 30 years. And there is different phase of aging. So I would tell there is three kind of cognac. The young cognac, which is the 2-3 years, so very energetic cognac. And the cognac with 4-5 years, more mature, a little bit more mature, with some aroma of spicy. And the last is the cognac over 10 years, alors completely more mature with the notes of dry fruits. That's the three kind of cognac.
Thank you. Another question from Shelley from Cambridge, United Kingdom. Can you recommend any cocktails using cognac?
Yes, I can give you three cocktails, three main cocktails. The first is the sidecar. Sidecar. I don't I'm unable to give you the recipe. It's not in my head completely. It will take some time, but you can find easily the recipe. So sidecar, French connection, it's a good one. And another which is very interesting is make a mojito with cognac instead of rum. It's marvelous. Try it. And you do that with a VSOP. It's absolutely marvelous. Fresh, floral, very interesting to drink. Really, make a try of this.
A question from Ladarus from Bristol. How long has the estate been in the family?
For Camus?
Yeah.
So the story starts now 160 years ago. Yes. So since 5 generations, we are still independent. And we are actually the only, from the 5 largest cognac company, we are the only which is entirely independent and family company.
Okay. I've got a question from Richard. Bonjour, Frédéric. What beautiful château. Do the Camus family still live there?
No. It's only now, the Camus family left the castle in the year 1991-92. And this castle is used only for the reception and to receive our VIP. And to receive also, why not? To receive you, Richard, why not?
A question from Andrew from San Antonio. Is cognac made from only one specific grape variety? And how many acres of vineyards do you have at Camus?
Bon. Alors, for the grapes, 3 grapes variety are allowed to produce cognac. It must be only white grapes. The grapes variety are Uni Blanc, Folle Blanche, and Colombard. That's the law. Regarding the superficie of vineyard, Camus is having 188 hectares. That means about 188 football square. That's the Europe Cup, so that's why I compare this.
Okay, I've got a question from Tyson, Mountain Home. How many bottles does Camus produce per year?
4 million. 4 million bottles.
Okay. A question from Carrie from Pennsylvania. Is cognac quite similar to Porto?
No, nothing to compare. It's completely opposite. Cognac is a product of distillation of the grapes and not from the grapes become wine and we distill the wine and we get the cognac. For the Porto is different. Porto is a wine in which you add very high spirit, 96% of alcohol you add in the wine. So the wine becomes more strong, reach to 16 degrees, 16, 17 degrees. So there is nothing to compare. Nothing to compare.
Okay. A question from Elijah from Forest Hills. Have there been any particularly good years for cognac? And what makes the perfect growing conditions? Thank you.
Alors, there is no wrong year for the cognac. You know, the wine we make to produce cognac is completely adapted different depending the year. We are not affected like the red wine, like the Bordeaux, like Beaujolais, Burgundy, or another place. We are not affected by the climate. Only it can be dangerous for us is the frosten and I don't remember in English, you know, when the ice, la grêle, I don't remember the name of the grêle, is ice, the rain will become ice. That's the 2 parameters who can affect our production. Other way, every year, it's, I would tell, nearly perfect. What are we looking? We are looking by a good level of sugar and a good level of acidity. So the climate and the year doesn't affect the quality of the wine.
Okay. A question from Helen from Toronto, Canada. What are the best years for cognac?
Alors, again, there is no best year in the cognac because cognac is the previous question is a question of distillation. So the quality of wine is always okay. There is no problem. So now is the heart of the distillation who can change depending the quality of the wine. But never we distill a wrong wine. If it's never happened, but if the year was a catastrophe, we don't distill, we don't produce the cognac.
Okay. And a question from Carola and Bill from Los Angeles. How do you order your kit to make your own cognac? Our virtual master blender, Frédéric.
Alors, how do you order? Comment on fait, c'est ça?
Comment on le commande? Just on Camus.
But I think you ask directly to Viking, and they will manage with us directly. That's the best way.
Okay. How has the pandemic affected your business from Petra, from Dover?
We have been affected, yes, especially Camus, we have been affected because our main market is duty free. So you can imagine that with the pandemic, there was no plane, and we lost about 50% of our business. Yes, we have really hardly been affected.
Okay.
So that's why we have to drink more and more cognac now to help us.
I've got a question from Vivian, Sherman Oaks, California. How does Camus compare to other cognacs? And where can I purchase here in the United States?
Alors, in United States, she can purchase, we have a lot of point of sale. It's not in my mind, but if she need to have, we can send easily the list of where she can purchase the cognac. And the question, the beginning of the question, Florence, was?
Alors, let me check, just lost my question. It was from...
I don't remember.
I don't find it. Don't have it?
Yes.
You're not listening to me.
I don't remember. It's my mistake because I don't remember what you told me. That was where I can result, and if I don't remember. I don't remember. Bon, allez. The best tip.
I've got another question from Ona from Newtown.
Yes.
Can't wait to visit your estate. What is your favorite accompaniment to cognac?
Tu veux dire la meilleure période, c'est ça, hein, c'est ça.
Non, ton meilleur accompagnement pour le cognac.
What is my best the pairing? Alors, it depends on the cognac. I would tell if it is a young cognac, like a VSOP, for example. I'm able to put the VSOP in the freeze, -18, and drink with sushi or something like this. It's very nice in appetizer. After, if it is one XO, I had the experience in a steakhouse in New York. I make a try with the pepper steak with XO. That's incredible because this experience gives you the taste of the cardamom when you drink it just on the steak. So I would tell appetizer is a very nice time to drink cognac. Yes, it's marvelous experience with ice, some olive, some sushi. It's perfect.
Okay. Another question from Scott, Grapevine in United States. When cognac is made, is the proportion the same or the taste the same?
No. At the beginning, no. if I understand, is if there is a difference between just is made and after aging. That's right.
I guess yes.
Yes. No. When the cognac is just made, is white. Cognac is white, absolutely white. It gets aging after 2 years. It becomes little bit gold color, light gold color. Then after 4 years, it becomes little bit more dark. And after 10 years, it will be more woody color, amber color. So the evolution of the cognac, the color of the cognac, the taste of the cognac, depending the year of aging in oak cask.
Okay. I found the question I lost. How does Camus Cognac compare to other cognacs? Was the second part of the question.
Alors, it's very easy. It's the best cognac. No, no. I tell her, but it's not really a joke, because actually we produce a cognac which is scientifically proved the more aromatic and intense in the world of the cognac. Why? Because we have a special process which is patented since now 5 years, who allowed us to produce the more aromatic cognac on the place. And if you come or if you found our cognac in America, you will be very surprised by this aroma. Nothing to compare with other. It's absolutely, it's a new concept of cognac, very light, very round, a little bit sweet, easy to drink, another concept of cognac. So please come to us or try to find in the shop. We will send you the different place, but definitely you will see by yourself the difference compared to other cognac. Easy.
A question from Geo from San Antonio. When do you drink cognac?
Cheers. There is no time to drink cognac. Cognac is very flexible. You know, there is a picture of the perfect cognac drinker. And you know this picture. Is a guy sitting in a leather armchair near the fireplace with a cigar, a newspaper, and a dog. It's work also with a cat, but with a dog. So that's the picture of the perfect cognac drinker. Forget this picture. Cognac can be drank from the appetizer, during the food, in the afternoon. Only you choose the cognac, which is the best adapted for the situation. Also, which kind of music you will listen, and what is your, if you are psychologically well or not well. So there is no limit to drink cognac. No limit. From 6 to 6 in the morning.
And a question from Matty from Jefferson City. Does Camus only produce cognac?
Camus produce only cognac. Yes, it is our. We produce only cognac since 160 years, continuously cognac and cognac.
And another question regarding pairing. It's a question from Winifred from New York City. Are there certain foods that you recommend pairing with cognac? And yeah.
Alors, certain food, yes. Alors, if you mean French food, a French food, there is a marvelous food. If you have a reception, you will find easily the recipe. This is the lièvre, the royal lièvre. I don't.
New York City, Winifred won't find any rabbits à la royale, Frédéric.
White rabbit, absolutely, at the royal. You drink one XO Bordeaux, it's incredible. But it's a question of experience. Never it will replace the wine. That's not the meaning of to drink cognac. No, it's only a question of experience. So you drink a very small quantity with the food, and you will see that the gustative experience is absolutely marvelous. Another, it's if you pair with some cheese. It's you drink is a French cheese. You know how many cheese we have, so it's not. But if you find French cheese very dry, it's worked very well. But it work also with the sushi, with the chocolate, dark chocolate. There is no limit also.
Okay, a question from Marquis from Greenell. What should I look out for in a good cognac regarding smell, taste, look?
Look, forget the look. Forget the look. Only you have to think about the look that it's not because the cognac is dark that it is old. It's not because it's woody that it is old. That is only the marketing strategy. Cognac is from grapes and from wine. So you need to recognize the natural aroma of this of the wine. So forget the color. If it is too dark, be careful. Better way if it is a little bit more light, it's more honest. Then after, the nose. Yes, the nose is very important. You smell this slowly, slowly, and at the same time, there is a good technique. You open lightly your mouth. So some hair comes from the mouth, cross the hair coming from the nose, and you will develop, depending you open your mouth or not, it's you manage, you will develop the aroma of fruits or flower. You will see, it's automatic. So that's a very good experience to do, and especially with our cognac because they are very aromatic. Then is the time of the test. The test will confirm the nose. It will confirm the nose. There is three parts. First part is this part. The bottom of the tongue is the sweet part. Here, lateral is the salty, and at the end is the spicy or the bitter. So depending the sensation you will get on your tongue, you will appreciate or not, and you will choose your cognac. That's the way you have to follow.
Okay. I've got, it's not a question, it's a nice remark from Kathleen from Phoenix. I attended your blending session from Viking. It was the best day on that trip. Also, we ordered my bottles twice. Thank you so much for a great opportunity. So this is Kathleen from Phoenix.
Thank you, Kathleen, because probably we met in Cognac. So you
and I've got a question from Gary now. What is the oldest in years of cognac that you hold in reserve for blending?
It's 1911. 1911 years. Yes.
Okay. I've got just a remark from Carola and Bill from the Step in Los Angeles. Found the VSOP and in West Los Angeles, and it is super floral, fruity, with a hint of oak, spices, and vanilla. Very enjoyable.
Thank you very much. You can make a try and to prepare also a marvelous mojito. It's very good experience in a mojito top.
And a question and a remark from Robert from Vancouver in United States. The highlight of the first Viking river cruise of this section was our trip to the Camus Cognac, where we learned about the grapes, mixed our own bottle of cognacs, corked and placed it in a wooden box, our own recipe, which we could reorder for a period of time. My question is, if the terrible weather this past year has prevented you to do a current harvest?
Non. Non. La question, c'est de savoir si on a été affecté, c'est ça, hein, par le... No, no, not at all. Not at all. Everything is okay. We lost a part of the grapes. We unfortunately lost a part of the grapes, but the rest of the grapes was absolutely not affected, and the product is still perfect.
And for this year, the harvest will be?
It will be?
Will be good harvest this year?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Yes, excellent harvest. And the best is you have to come and test the result. You will see it's very, very good harvest. No problem. And the quality was perfect, and distillation, the result of the distillation will give for sure excellent cognac.
Another question from Pamela from Talbridge. Are most wineries and small restaurants open for business, and are masks still required?
Here in our place?
Yes, in France, I guess.
Yes, but
until now, yes.
It's freshly, the life changed since 1 week in France. It's completely, you can cross the people without mask. You can go to the restaurant, it's open. I would tell that we have recovered our life like it was before. And you know, there is something very special in France. There is one place where there is no coronavirus. It's Cognac area. Is it due to the cognac? Possible.
The part of the angels.
Yes, the part of the angels. And what I'm telling you is true. There was no problem at all of COVID in our place. You can find the people on the tour.
I've got a question from Sheila from Exeter. What are similarities between cognac and wine?
Alors, wine is wine. Wine is the raw material to make cognac. So nothing to compare except that is from the wine we produce cognac because we distill the wine. But we don't distill the wine from Bordeaux. No. The wine only produced in cognac area, white wine, and from 3 grapes variety. So 2 different products. Wine percentage of alcohol is about 10%. Cognac is 40% because it's from the distillation.
Okay. I've got a question from Faye from Naples. I just wanted to say I've done the excursion and absolutely love the experience. I've ordered many more bottles since. Are you back open now for visitors?
Oh yes, fully open. We are ready. You're welcome. It's completely open, no restriction. You will make a testing without mask. It's more easy. No, you can come. There is no problem at all now. It's behind us.
A question from Yoshiko from Idaho. What other liquor is cognac most similar to? If I enjoy whiskey, will I enjoy cognac?
Yes. For example, I'm whiskey lover. I love the whiskey. And also I'm cognac lover because I make cognac. These 2 products can be left together. There is no, you can be drinker of whiskey and also be drinker of cognac. The origin of cognac is the grapes, origin of the whiskey is the grain. So they can work together without problem.
Okay. And I think
So I see that there is some auditor who been to France. Maybe they met the master blender with me. That's possible. And probably, if the blend is good, because it was with me.
Oh.
I don't know if you have a question. If there is some auditor from Hollywood, because I'm very proud to speak in America. And I'm looking for some job. So if there is somebody who wants to sign a contract with me, I'm looking for a job. No, I try.
Are you sure you will succeed?
Yes, I'm still young. Why you love Florence?
I'm only the voice, you know.
Have you some question for me?
Me?
I have to work.
No, I think we just refresh the page and.
This is a wine for distillation. It was just close to me.
I've got a question for you, Frederic.
Yes.
From Boris, United States.
Okay.
What's the basic difference between Hennessy and Camus?
Alors, I never heard about Hennessy. What are they making? They make cognac. I never heard about them, but bon, no. We are two different companies. Hennessy is a very strong company. We make excellent cognac. There is no doubt. But we are not looking after the same segment. Here at Camus, of course, we are a part of the 5 largest company, the only which is still independent. And of course, Hennessy, imagine the quantity of bottles they sell every year, every minute, every second. Camus is not like this, but we are not looking after the quantity, we are looking only after the quality. When I travel in Asia, they call me Mr. Hermes because they tell you are the Hermes of the cognac. So you see the difference is there. If you go to the restaurant, a big restaurant, able to provide 2,000-3,000 plates per day, of course they will make a good food, but they need a big continent to produce. But if you go to the Michelin or the Star restaurant, they will prepare plate per plate like this. We are working like this. We are a small company with a small equipment, but it's allowed us to make the craft. Voilà. That's the difference between NC and Camus.
Another question from Edgardo from Adam. How long is the process to create cognac?
To create a cognac, well, first you have a tasting. You know, I was a cellar master, so I can talk about this difficult job and this very high responsibility, because the main responsibility when you are cellar master, you are the shoulder of the company, is to produce exactly the same cognac every year. That's your challenge. And for that, you need to have a lot of stock. At Camus, we have more than 20,000 oak casks. Oak cask is about 350 liters. And oak cask is able to develop a different aroma, like a spicy aroma, fruity aroma, floral aroma. So the cellar master, he has to take a sample and check, this is spicy, okay, I can use in my VSOP. This is woody, okay, I put in my XO, etc., etc. So it takes long time. It can take 1 year to prepare a good blend to put on the market. Yes, it's possible, because sometimes the spicy is not here. You have to wait. You have to start to develop this. It takes time, definitely. More time than if you come to make a master blender in cognac, because if you come to make a master blender, it will take 1 hour and 30 minutes average. But why? Because the cognac. Moi, ça marche toujours. You hear me? I don't know if somebody hear me. Yes. Yes, because we have a little, that's the problem of the live. You know, there is a problem of connection for Florence, but I think some other questions are coming. Yes.
Where else have you lived, Frédéric?
Where?
Where else have you lived?
In my family make cognac since 3 generations and it still continue. And my experience is mainly in cognac, but I left the France for India during, I think it was for 18 years. So, and to make also spirit and distillation. So that's the second place where I spend a part of my life, but always 100% in the spirit, in the world of the spirit.
What is the proper temperature to serve cognac?
There is no proper temperature excepted, don't drink it hot. But I will tell the room temperature, it's a good temperature, never more. You know, sometimes maybe you saw some guy doing that, hitting the cognac. Well, the result is average. It will take the temperature of your body, but the taste is more heavy. It's not really interesting. And you know the secret of this, the true story of this. On the 19th century, it was at the year 1873, our vineyard has been destroyed at 96% by the phylloxera. This phylloxera, I'm sorry to tell you, it was coming from, it was a present of America. I forget. And we have to replant this vineyard because there was no grapes now. And you know from where came the grapes? From America also. Well, maybe it was a strategy. But at this time, you imagine that there was no grapes for 3 years. So no cognac for 2 years after. So total 6 years without cognac. So at this time, when the consumer can find a glass of cognac, it was like a treasure. It was doing like this. I don't want that somebody take my glass. And the ritual stay, and well, we have some people are doing that, but there is nothing. It doesn't change the taste of it. I would tell that if you take a young cognac, you can go for cold temperature. That's perfect, even from the freeze. It's work very on ice. If you make a food pairing, you can go at the cognac at 10, 12 degrees. And if it is to take with a cigar, if you are a cigar smoker and you want to wait the end of the dinner or the lunch, at this time, room temperature is the best.
A question from Henny. You said that Camus is a small company. How many employees does it take your company to make cognac?
Alors, the total we are 310 into the world. 120 in Shanghai, in China, because our first market is in China. We have also one office in Hong Kong, in Beijing, but also in Fort Lauderdale. We have Moscow also. Moscow is there, and France. Of course, because France is the epicenter. Total is 320 workers to make the cognac and distribute the cognac. Yes.
A question from Alan from Los Angeles. In America, we see the French people and wine as a cultural image. Would you say that cognac is equally as a cultural drink as well?
Yes, I would tell that. I would tell that in the world of the spirit and the wine, cognac is probably at the origin. At the origin, because don't forget that the first distillation started 500 years ago. And so the culture of the spirit is very strong in our area. And is at the same time of the wine, because wine and cognac work together. They work together.
A question from Rosa from Asker. Besides France, What country consumes the most cognac?
Alors, unfortunately, France don't consume cognac. Imagine that our market, and not only for Camus, for all the company, the market in France is only 2%. That means we export 98% of the cognac abroad. So we are not the number one in cognac. Et ils nous entendent pas bien? There is a problem.
Very difficult to understand the speaker.
Ah, because it's not clear or the problem of voice? Ah, ça vient peut-être de mon téléphone, cette affaire-là. It's okay, you heard it? You can hear us? Ah, okay, because Florence got a message that the speaker was not too clear, that the voice of the speaker was not too clear. Bon. So I restart. Yes, only 2% in France. And maybe you don't know, but France is the number one for whiskey drinker per habitant. We are number one. Our first country for the sale is China. For Camus, after is the second, but I know that the main market is US for the other company, and especially for LSE.
A question from Boris. Can an open bottle of cognac be stored indefinitely?
You can, because nothing happened at the time you put cognac in a glass. There is no aging. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. You know, there is a phenomena which is called poetically angel share. Angel share is the phenomena of evaporation. It's happened in a wood because the wood is having a connection with the cellar, with the air. In a glass, everything is hermetic. Only, you have to keep your bottle vertically because the problem can be the connection with the cognac with the cork. Cognac and cork are not very friendly. It's not like for the wine. So you keep your bottle vertically, not too much light, and room temperature. At this time, you can keep your bottle very long time. I don't think, allez, you can keep without problem your cognac for 100 years. I hope you will be able to drink it after 100 years, but you can keep sure.
A question from Colin from Homer. How long does cognac age before it reaches peak flavor?
Alors, the peak flavor, Collins, happen. It's difficult. It's difficult to tell this because, like I was telling, there is three phases. The phase that we call extraction, that's the beginning of the aging, the 2 first years. Then after there is a second phase, which is called hydrolysis. So your cognac becomes a little bit more old, that's similar to VSOP. And after we are going for the peak with the XO. XO is at least 10 years. And after 10 years, a cognac going to his peak. Alors, if I was able to give you exactly the peak, I would like, but it's difficult, but I would tell that 50 years, you are at the cognac is having a maximum of quality. Doesn't mean that he lost after, it is not like this. But the peak can be 50, 55, yes, probably. Very mature, very, yes, it can be a good, but again, personally, if you give me a cognac of 25 or 15 years, I will appreciate the same in the same time. It depends again in which condition and which situation I will drink this cognac.
Another question from Kathleen from Phoenix. I have your port and rum cask aged cognacs.
Ah.
What other projects are you working on for the future?
Kathleen is working for another company and she tried to have our secret. No, no, we have no special planning, excepted we just launched a cognac which is called Back to Saint-Olé. And this cognac is having the particularity to be aged in the oak cask who contain Montbasia. You know, this sweet wine from Dordogne, which is very close from France. Montbasia is, allez, nothing to compare, but the same family of the Sauterne. Is a sweet wine, but the process is the same. The process is the same. Very sweet wine. So same family, yes, same family, and we proceed for aging in this oak cask. That's the project. Limited edition of 3,000 bottles. But next year, again, every year we prepare a batch of Back to Saint-Olé. Another question, Florence? Please, question. Probably some person been to Cognac, I'm sure. But definitely you have to, you know, now there is no reason to. There were for the V12. And for those who are not able to move, or too young or not, you make your master blender at home. You will see the marvelous experience you will do with me, direct. So that's the best. And no, it's a very very interesting experience. Why? Because you discover what happened exactly. I would tell you, you are in the skin of the cellar master. Really, it's a good way to understand the cognac, and especially our cognac. And the 4 cognac we using for that are the same we use in the master blender here in our cellar.
A question from Gary. You mentioned China, Russia, France, and US as markets. Do you change the cognac blend depending on the market?
No, never.
Or is it the same blend?
It's the same blend. You know, or you like Camus or you don't like Camus. Because if you start to change your cognac depending on your country, where is your soul? Your cognac has to be you. So no question to change the cognac.
A question from Amy. Does a maker of cognac need to have a nose similar to a perfumery?
I would tell is the reverse is the same. A guy from the perfumery has to have the nose of the guy from cognac. It's not the same aroma. It's not the same aroma. It's not the same sensation. As you know, there is only one nose working. When you smell your glass, even when you smell a bottle of perfume, there is only one part of your nose work. Perfume is more strong, and probably the nose is more under tension than our nose. But the capacity, one cellar master would be able, probably would be able with the practice to make the same job than the perfumery. I know that they call these people a nez, but it's a question of memory only. Even if it is cognac, even if it is perfume, the only secret is in our memory. How many aroma you are in your memory. That's the similar point between these two jobs. So yes, we are making the same job, definitely. No question? Oh, I'm sure you have plenty of questions. Plenty of questions. 47 questions. We need to go to 50. Question. You know, I was talking about the angel share. Angel share, which is the poetic name of the evaporation. Do you have idea of how many percentage are drunk by the angel every year in the total area of Cognac? It's equal to 30 million bottles drunk every year by the angel. You see? So don't lose time. Come to our place, otherwise the angel will drink all our Cognac. No question? Qu'est-ce que je peux faire? Alors, je crois que là, you know, our visitor center for those who came, the pleasure to come and visit us. Again, I repeat, but it's open. You have to come on this boat, on this marvelous boat, on the. Yes, I have. You know, I have a very good remember because I will tell in the year during it was in 2019. I came 5 times on the boat to have a dinner. It's a great experience, and it's a very great experience. 5 times I came. Yes, Florence. I know Florence is jealous because she's never been on the boat. But that's a great experience, and really we're missing you, this Viking group, because how long we work with Viking now? 5-6 years. I think it's 6 years. 6 years we work together. 6 years we receive between 30 and 40 visitors per week. That's something incredible.
We miss you.
And we miss you. Yes, we miss you, Florence. We miss you, of course, we miss you. And we need your question because maybe you want some information more. Bon. So if there is no question, now I have to wait for your visit only. But anyway, you know that if you need any information, you have to our partner, and then they will tell us and ask what you want. Yes. Well, again, thanks for watching the video. I hope you learned many things, and waiting for you. Have a good. What time is it? It's 3 o'clock. 9 p.m. Bon, allez, it's the time for the cognac. You see, there is no time for cognac. So cheers. Cheers with the best cognac in the world. See you soon. Bye.